back to PdubTV, where we interviewed multiple individuals regarding this year's track season, the new school bond, and the government TikTok ban. Here's Adam with information on this year's track season.
Since spring is here, let's get into outdoor sports. And today, we're here with Scott Warner and the track team. Let's see how he thinks this year's going to go.
Scott Warner is the head coach of PW's varsity team. He has won multiple coaching awards for cross country and track. Scott and his team in the past 3 seasons have won 2 state championships, 2 team state championship runner-ups, state championship 3rd place and 4th place, 6 team regional championships, 6 team CMAC championships. Now we're here to talk to Scott about this new upcoming season.
I think these groups of athletes is tremendous. We have some very high expectations going into this season. I think that we're a championship level team on both the league, the regional, and at the state final level. I would say on the girls side, it's probably going to be the same as last year, where the team from Hart and then us from Palamo, Westphalia, it was kind of a 2-team race. Both teams return a lot of talent. We have an influx of talent as well, so I think that we're going to be in a really strong position to give Hart a run at the state championship for our team. On the boys' side, it would be Hart as well as Benzie Central and PW are the top 3 teams in the state.
So can you give us any new details on this new region we're moved to?
Yeah, we're moving north up to Chesaning. We're picking up some teams from the north and over from the west. In my opinion, it's actually the strongest team regional in the state. Picking up teams like Chesaning from up north and Central Montcalm over from the west really makes the quality and the depth of all of the events quite a bit deeper than last year. However, given the strength of our team on both sides, I think that we're on the short list to be going for a regional title as well.
Scott feels very confident in his team this year. Now, let's talk to some seniors about how they feel about this year.
So, how do you think the boys team will do this year, especially this fresh group of kids?
I think that the boys team this year is going to be very good. I think we're definitely going to be contenders in the state. And if everything goes our way, we might be able to win it.
I think the girls team is going to do really good. We've been working really hard this year, and I think we are set up for doing pretty good this season.
Since this is your senior year, do you feel any more pressure of being a leader or just trying to beat PRs or anything? Absolutely. It's like the last season I'll ever have to do something better than I've done it before in this sport. So I definitely feel the pressure on myself, and I feel like my teammates are looking up to me and counting on me to perform, especially at the big races.
I don't, just because I've been with this team for so long that I feel like they're kind of just my family, and we've been working together for so long that even though I'm a senior, I feel like instead of pressure, I feel more sad that this is my last year with them. But I don't really feel pressure because we've had so long to work together and we've accomplished so many things together that I'm just happy to be with them as a team.
Well, seems like everyone has high hopes for this year. Let's go out and support the track team on June 3rd at state finals.
Next up is Bailey, where she speaks on the TikTok banning issue.
Roughly 150 million Americans use TikTok daily, but did you know TikTok is an app owned by the Beijing-based ByteDance, which has been banned on all federal government devices, including military devices, and more than half of the U.S. states have banned the app on state government devices as well, because they believe it may put sensitive user data like location information into the hands of the Chinese government. They are also worried that China could use TikTok's content recommendations for misinformation.
It's TikTok ban. So I know people that enjoy the app or the creators can be upset about it, but the ban is really to protect the U.S. when it comes to security. We don't want necessarily a foreign country like China spying on us or using the app to influence us. It's funny that the app actually in China is actually filtered quite a bit, so it's actually a positive influence in their country. But in our country, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Do you believe that this is a good thing or a bad thing, and why?
I think it's a good thing because I just don't like apps that have infinite scrolling that we waste a ton of time on. I think it's perfectly fine because we have Instagram and Facebook and YouTube that have all these similar functions now that TikTok has. So I only see it as a net positive if it does make our country safer, and also decreases the influence of China. So a lot of people don't understand that TikTok's owned by ByteDance, which is a Chinese company. And in China, the government at any time can request information or basically make demands of those companies. So that's the concern, that China would use TikTok to influence America, because basically they have control of it. So it doesn't even matter if that company says, oh, we have our servers or the information's in America, because China could basically request it and ByteDance would have to give access. And we don't think of China necessarily being friendly to the United States at this time.
What are your thoughts on TikTok being banned in the United States?
Personally, I'm kind of indifferent to it. I could be like, oh, that's good, because then I'll be able to be more productive with it, like without it. But I'll be like, oh, it kind of sucks, because a lot of people would lose their careers and stuff like that. And I personally don't really feed into like the Chinese spying stuff. I mean, if you're worried about data, look at Facebook, which is what, But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of both ways with it, really. Thank you.
Wow, Bailey, that would be devastating, because I use TikTok every single day.
Lastly, here's Kirsten with information regarding the school bond.
Today we are going to talk about the school bond, which you may have heard some information about. As you notice, there are a lot of things in our school that need to be fixed up and refurbished. You might ask, what is a bond? Bonds are issued by governments and corporations when they want to raise money. By buying a bond, you are giving the issuer a loan and they agree to pay you back the face value of the loan on a specific date. I sat down with Ms. Goodman to discuss the opportunities that are going to be brought from the bond if the community votes yes.
I'm excited for the bond. I think we put a lot of time and energy into finding out all the needs of the school, and so to have the kids, the students and the staff have some improvements and to renew some space is exciting.
What topics are you excited about that are proposed in the bond?
The HVAC, I really am excited about that. That's the one thing I'm most excited about, just to have an environment where we have cooling and we have heat and it's normalized and makes an environment for the students and the staff. The second thing is the refresh of the classroom spaces, having the cupboards be new and just have it look better. I'm excited about that too. I think at the elementary we have a portable classroom, and that's tough to have that in the parking lot and have the kids walk outside of the building. So having more space inside the building under the four walls is one of the most important things. And then having some spaces, the HVAC of course is a top priority, but it also is the efficiency and to make the spaces better for our students and staff.
Do you know when the action is going to take place?
On May 2nd is the vote, and then if the bond passes, they put things up for bid, and then we get going on some of the things in the summer and then all through the fall, which is, it's always a little bit difficult to have construction going on while we're educating our students and the students are learning. And so we're coming up with some preliminary plans to make it as easiest as possible for everyone.
All right, and is there anything that I haven't asked that you would like to address about the bond?
I just want to say thank you to everyone. I think voting is a right and it's a privilege, and we just want people to have all the information and make the best decision for themselves, and I want to thank everyone who gave input for it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
If you're 18, don't forget to vote to make our school a better place for the students and staff.
Thanks for watching. May the 4th be with you.